Konnichiwa, bitches. I'm Sarah Creechy here, coming up the line with it. And of course, it is very, very late in the day. I mean, late in the night, early morning, only because I had to do some things before I had to come back with this video. But I am back home, and I just want to get this out my chest because, of course, we are now done with preseason. We just got, not just, but today, we was able to get over the last game of the preseason, which was Las Vegas Raiders versus San Francisco 49ers. 18 to 12, 49ers up. Now, I'm just going to have to give a good little run through because it was so exciting. It was so good to see the start of the game. It was like, oh my God, this is what we needed. This is a breath of fresh air. And I just looked at it like, okay, maybe this is what they've been holding for the last game since we have to get and we have to catch and correct and do what's best for the team, especially since it comes down to the 53-man roster. So we have to get that out the way. We have to be able to um, get down to it. May the best man win. And of course, we have our walk on, Mr. Kirk Cousins, starting us off with the first quarter, doing a good smooth job. Almost had an interception, but he caught that, ate that, and correct that, and it went so smooth. And on top of the offense being smooth, the defense was awesome. That is something that you would probably prefer to see during all season. That is a prime example of what you want your defense to look like and what you want your defense to do all throughout the game, no matter what. Okay? Even when you're having that little bad time with the offense, you want that defense to show up like that and come through. Okay? Defense was very entertaining to watch during this quarter. It was good coverage. And it was a really good fit throughout the whole game. I mean, throughout the quarter. Mind you, I said the quarter. Even with the walk on, Mr. Kirk Cousins. I call him a walk on because literally he's walking on and he's gonna walk into that position because anytime that he has been with the ball, even though, he's a veteran, he also have had with being with the Raiders a smooth transition. So it's not a problem. He already here, already know what to do. The problems comes with here we are in the second quarter. Also in the third quarter as well. Not to mention, we did not score any touchdown. They did not score any touchdown. But at the same time, during the first quarter, we was able to do 2 field goals. Okay, and that was also on Kirk Cousins' time. So wasn't able to put up no field goal, but on his time he did two. I mean, wasn't able to put up a touchdown, but on his time he did 2 field goals. So that's how it started. Okay, moving on to the second quarter as well as the third quarter. Second quarter, we end up having Mendoza. Now, I get how everybody's feeling, how everybody want to bring up his college stats and all of that other shit, but I'm not saying it here. And I don't like nobody to shove anything down my throat. Hey, if I can see it here, then I can see what you were talking about then. But I don't see it, and I'm not gonna argue with anybody because it is what it is. We all seeing what it is. We don't want to jump on them, but just like y'all so quick and easy to cut off everybody else, why not him? Why not he get the same treatment and the full the full Monty as well? Because I'm gonna tell you like this: he got a field goal during that time. I think it was during the second quarter, because he possessed the ball during the second and the third quarter, and still could not move down the field. He still did not really move down the field, and that was a problem. And he possessed the ball all of second and damn near all of third. He left the last maybe 20, less than a minute of the third or in the third for O'Connell to step in. So that's a big eye opener to me. And on top of that, defense, it wasn't all that good to look at during that time. Okay, they kept getting the ball back, did what they had to do and stuff like that. But like I said, the first quarter is something that you want to cherish, something that you want to kind of mimic for the season, not the rest that the rest did. Second and third quarter, fucking joke. especially if you want us to go off of just stop bringing up his college record, just stop bringing up all of his accomplishments that he did back then. Because we looking at now, and you gonna have to restructure and rebuild a new person for the situation that he's stepping into right now, period, point blank. And that's just what it is. Moving on. Now here it is, we're stuck with O'Connell. And I ain't gonna say stuck because it's not that bad, but it do seem like he is in a real clutch situation. He only have the last quarter. He have to do what he do, and of course during his time with the ball, he also put up a field goal was put up, and it's almost like okay they can go neck for neck, but he's having more time on the ball and still can't possess or still can't put up a certain amount of numbers. So that's also creating a problem with to me that I don't think anybody should actually tread lightly on or just overthink. Not even overthink, just think like okay that and that because he had two quarters. He had a half. If you think about the 2 quarters, he had a half to correct everything that he could have, but he didn't. And he did not move that ball down the field the way it should have been moved or done. Now, ain't nobody sleeping on O'Connell, okay? Even though I be saying that he be thrust in a certain situation that I need him to do better, pick up and, catch and correct. I for sure thought he was going to answer. I for sure thought he was going to take this last quarter and actually turn it all around. I thought it was really going to be on him and him doing what he needed to do to put himself up there and show an improvement on his skills and in the process that he been having. But if you think about the his line,